What makes Barbie a good role model? Let's take a look into the history of Barbie. After all, how much do you really know about her? Growing up, I've always been fascinated with Barbie and the impact she has had on my generation. Over the years, I began researching the multiple careers and lifestyles Barbie has had and how it's influenced today's youth. Barbie was created in 1959 by Ruth Handler and her husband Elliot. Ruth was raised by her sister, who was a successful businesswoman. This played a huge role in Ruth's life and the creation of Barbie. Before Barbie was on the market, little girls only had baby dolls to play with, giving their generation the impression girls were to grow up only to become mothers. Ruth wanted girls to grow up with dreams, so she decided to make that possible by creating Barbie. According to the Book of Barbie and Ruth, the story of the world's most famous doll and the woman who had created her, by Robin Graber, the first Barbie on the market was a teenage fashion model. Since then, Barbie has worked over 125 different careers, even those that have challenged gender roles. Barbie was an astronaut in 1965, a soldier in 1989, a firefighter and police officer in 1994, and even ran for president in 2012. Barbie also supports diversity. According to Susan Alberts, who wrote, "Don't hate Barbie because she's beautiful," in 1961, Barbie came in blonde, brunette, and red hair. In 1980, Barbie was also offered in Hispanic and African American. This was to show young girls, no matter their ethnicity, hair color, or where they came from, they were able to make their dreams a reality. Susan Alberts also says young girls love to fantasize and play with dolls. Young girls dream to be older girls. Barbie's sole purpose was to help young girls understand that they could be more than just a mother in society, that they can travel, work, and play too. In The Good, the Bad, and the Barbie, a doll's history and her impact on us, Tanya Lee Stone talks about a poll she took talking to today's youth and their mothers. She asks, what impact has Barbie had on their lives, and concluded that Barbie's inspired many to follow their dreams. Many mothers have said they allow their daughters to play with Barbie because she allows them to fantasize about their futures through the positive messages she sends in her movies and through the clothing Barbie wears. Barbie's slogan is, "Be who you want to be," and this speaks volumes for women in society. The New York Times calls Barbie a legend because she has been a part of mainstream culture for over 55 years. According to the Oxford Dictionary, the definition of a legend is an extremely famous or notorious person in a particular field. Adults say Barbie is too perfect with her uneven body proportions, which is bad for little girls' self-esteem. Barbie may be beautiful, but she's a plastic doll, and any 5-year-old can see that. Barbie has a charmed life, but it's not a real one. Negative adult body image issues should not be put on a toy, let alone a little girl. New York Times also states Barbie shows little girls they can do it all. She calmly accepts the negative criticism thrown her way and continues to be herself. This is a lesson everyone should learn. The Equinox of Keene State College goes even further to explain the positive features of Barbie. If Barbie were a real person, she'd be 5'9" and 110 pounds, with a 36-inch bust, an 18-inch waist, and 33-inch hips. If Barbie was human, she'd be dangerously underweight. So many feminists are anti-Barbie and say that she has a huge influence on negative body images found in young girls. A lot of focus is being put into changing Barbie so that she has more human-like average body types. We must remember Barbie is a doll here, not a human. Therefore, young girls may see Barbie as pretty, but understand the concept between what is real and what isn't. We could just as easily target Bratz dolls, American Girl dolls, and Polly Pockets, saying that these dolls offer unrealistic lifestyles as well. The Equinox of Keene State College begins defending Barbie by saying she represents men and women as equal. One example would be the Career Girl Barbie that came out right after the women's rights movement in 1963. Young girls see Barbie as a role model because she doesn't let society limit her. We should look at Barbie as an intelligent feminist, and we should follow her not because of her thin physique, but because she wants to show women they can make a difference in this world. So you think Barbie promotes eating disorders and negatively influences young girls' self-esteem? Well, according to Kids Health, self-esteem is influenced by puberty and development, media images, outside influences, families, and school. When young girls began hitting puberty, around the time they would stop playing with Barbies, they began to gain the feel of acceptance by their friends, easily tempting them to compare themselves to others. Kids' health also touches on social media and celebrities. This is a small influence on how girls want to look and how they will try to fit in. Young girls also have the pressure of sports coaches to meet a certain weight or how they should look. Family members may have their own weight and body image issues and may criticize young girls for their weight and how they should dress. This can do drastic measures for a young girl. Adults blaming body image issues on a doll is just an excuse for them to take the pressure off their terrible parenting skills and own body image issues. Young girls are often teased by classmates during the time they hit puberty, and this can cause them to have a negative self-image as well. In the Netherlands, Dr. Doschla Outs and Rutger Engels conducted an experiment to see what effects Barbie had on girls ages 5 to 10 years old. The experiment was conducted with a Barbie doll, which would be size 2 in human size, an Emmy doll, which would be size 16 in real life, and then a Tyler doll, which also had similar dimensions to a Barbie. They found that the girls ages 5 to 7 were still developing the idea of self-concept and had inaccurate data. Age ranges from 8 to 10 scored high on self-esteem while playing with both the Barbie, Tyler, and Emmy doll. The girls were also asked to eat after they played with the dolls, and each of them ate the same, no matter which doll they played with. So if a Barbie, Tyler, or Emmy doll does not affect the self-image and eating habits of young girls from ages 8 to 10, how are we to blame Barbie for eating disorders and negative self-image? We really build self-esteem through real connections with others and endure positive, genuine relationships. It's not always about success in the business and academics that comes and goes, according to Ruth Handler, Barbie's creator. Therefore, Barbie can be seen as a positive impact for young girls who are forced to grow up with parents who have a negative self-image or who put their own children down for their body image. Children who go through mental abuse may also be more willing to change negatively and want to become Barbie's proportions because they are looking to escape their own life. This was true for Ukrainian model Valeria Lakovian. She's the multiple plastic surgery real-life Barbie. Recently, she has been stated to be a part of a breatharian society which believes that she can live solely off light and air. She's also told reporters she's from another planet and she can time travel and talk to aliens as well. Valeria is happy and she looks unreal. In all honesty, Barbie did not teach this woman that she could live off air and light, and she most definitely did not promote time travel and the contact with aliens. In Hidden Halo, by Leanne Graham, she states young girls understand Barbie's proportions are uneven and that it is physically impossible to have a head as big as your hips. When feminists lash out at Barbie, they are discouraging young girls from being all that they can be, even if that's living a Barbie fantasy. Based off the facts, the good and the bad, that I have just provided for you, you can make your own choice. Will you one day let your children play with Barbie dolls? Or will you let society's negative concepts influence your decision?
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world.